Who? Economist. And welcome back to my YouTube channel. So let me just remove this. If you are new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell notification button to get notified for my future videos. By now, I'm sure that a lot of you already know what figure I am going to unbox and review today. And so, without further ado, let me just put this here. And let's get it on with the unboxing of DIO. And shing! The brand of the figure that I am going to review in this video is Grandista. So without further ado, let's call Mr. Rolling Timmy. And of course, the figure of DIO. Or rather, DIO. Anyway, there you go. And let's get it on with the unboxing. So I summon Mr. Cutter. Shing! So let's get it on. And by the way, like Rimuru figure, there is a barcode here that shows the authenticity of the figure. So here you go. This is the figure. It's covered with cartons, and this is the actual figure. So let's just pull it out. If you are interested with the dimensions of the box and how it looks like from different sides, don't worry, I will show it to you later in DIO Spotlight. So let's just put this aside for a moment and focus on the figure. And actually, I am not surprised that it is tall because I am already expecting Grandista figures to be a ruler height or somewhere near that level. And I am just excited to have DIO brand, that is the part 1 DIO, rather DIO of part 3 figure as my first Grandista. So yeah, I really did my best to dress up like him, and I even made my own headband and even dyed this jacket thingy, or rather coat thingy, just to match his outfit. So let's get it on with removing him from the plastic. So Mr. Scissors, time to shine! And whoa! Just by looking at the figure that is not yet assembled, I can tell that he is really big. And I am still amazed even though I expected it to be like that. And so let's get it on with assembling it. It's just so easy to assemble him since you will just connect the lower body and the upper body. So yeah. Before proceeding to the next part, I would just like to show you what's inside of this majestic box of the Grandista figure of DIO. So here you go. It only contains the upper body, lower body, and the support of his figure. And there you go. So before I put his support, this one, I will test if he can stand still. So let me just try that. Okay, not here. How about here? Ooh. I guess he does not need this stand anymore, but rather he needs his Zawaro! Looks like his stand means the world, or Zawaro, is helping him stand without the support, which is actually pretty cool because I can maximize it when I'm going to do a diorama. And actually, I forgot to mention the anime where he is from, so if you are not familiar and you are curious, he is from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and this is the part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre, so I hope you can watch it as well because it's cool. And by the way, don't skip part 1 and part 2 because you will witness Jonathan and Joseph there. And by the way, DIO Brando is also there in part 1, and this is his part 3 version, which is DIO, or rather DIO. All just caps lock DIO, as you can see here. So yeah, by the way, let's start with putting this support on his foot. And actually, I read a lot of reviews and watched some YouTube videos regarding this figure, and many people are curious to how you can attach this. So maybe I can help, and I will show it to you now in a close-up version. So, shing! As I mentioned earlier, it's easy to assemble this figure, but before we start with that, let me show them to you in a closer version. This is the upper body of DIO's Grandista figure, and I gotta say that I love the details they did on his face. And I love the details of his hair. Look at that. And by the way, it's spiky. His cape is also one of the things that is amazing in this figure. Though there are some parts that bothers me a little because some parts of it looks shiny and the others are matte. But maybe that only needs a little bit of cleaning, and I am planning to do a little bit of touch up with this with the use of soft pastels. His cloth is amazing as well, and they even captured this. I love details. So yeah, there you go, and there is that. And by the way, this is what his insides look like. I mean, the part where we will connect the lower body. So let's get it on with that lower body. And this is one of the incredible parts of his figure as well. Well, might as well say that everything in this figure is amazing and majestic, right? Well, with that aside, this is the first part that I was able to grab when I removed him from the box. And I am very amazed with how big his leg is. And if I will compare it to my hand, it looks like that. I mean, it's bigger than my hand. Well, maybe that's because my hand is just small. Well, anyway, enough with that. I just love how they made an effort with everything. Look at that. Just looking at that lower leg, you know that it's DIO because he poses well. And so far in all the characters of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, he is actually the best one at posing for me. And yeah, there you go. Love the parts. Love the way it looks. Especially his shoes. Love how it has that metallic gold shine. Just by looking at what's inside the box, I can tell that I am not going to regret having this figure. And by the way, let's continue on with assembling. So it's just easy. We will just attach this to this part. So there you go. They made effort with every aspect of this figure, which is very commendable. And there you go, guys. DIO's done. And let's put him here. Even in figure form, he knows how to pose well. Really, DIO. This is the support. And as I mentioned earlier, I hope this part where I will attach this support to his foot will help you a lot. So the technique that I am going to do is to align his foot properly, and the one that we are going to put in the support is his left foot, or rather the one that is on the front. Here you go. So my technique is to align it properly, and actually be careful because this figure is pretty heavy in all parts. There you go. I just align it like that and push. And that's how I attach his support. And actually, if you have an even surface, he can stand on his own. But I am suggesting that you will still have the support in case you will put him on a risky position. So here is the top view. And this is the bottom view. So, ta-da! And there you go. I hope it somehow helped you how to put the support on his foot. And actually, guys, I have a question for you. What do you prefer? Him with the support or him without the support? Please comment it down below because I would love to know. And if you were to ask me the same question, I actually mentioned it earlier that I like him even without the support. because that will be maximized with my diorama, which I will do soon. So if you are curious about that, don't forget to click that notification button so you'll get notified when I'm going to do that. And yeah, I have nothing else to say, so it's your time to be mesmerized with this figure as well. So it's time for the spotlight. So, shing! What do you think, guys? This Grandista figure of Dio is pretty cool, right? I mean, who wouldn't love this Dio figure? I am really happy to have him as my first JoJo character figure, though I have to admit that he is not my favorite in all JoJo villains. But I gotta say, I love his fashion sense, even his posing. I'm actually trying my best to do it. How come whenever he will have his exposure in the anime, he is somehow always prepared with the posing? And before we end this video, I would just like to inform all of you that I am posting a YouTube short every end of the month, and this month I am going to show you how I made my DIO inspired top and my headband as well. So I hope you'll watch that and stay tuned. And by the way, since I made an effort with this outfit, I might as well show you what's on my back, and since I mentioned the back pose earlier, so yeah. So let me just show you what's on my back. And there you go. I did my best to create that star. And if you are not familiar with this star, it's actually the birthmark of all the Joestars. And I won't spoil you with how he got this, since he is not DIO Joestar, but he is DIO Brando in part 1. So yeah, you have to watch that to find out if you are curious. And by the way, a big shout out for ʟɪᴠɪᴛ. Thank you so much for subscribing, and if you want to be shouted out as well, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And while you're at it, click that notification button so you get notified for my future videos. And so yeah guys, I hope you have fun while watching this, and thank you so much for reaching the end of this video. And now I invite Dio to do this end part with me. 1, 2, 3. See ya!
ᴤⴇsᴍᴇ貴様だ。